Hello friends, we are back again and as usual I had to fix the light or the camera. Alright, so now this video is gonna be about a review for a coffee. Now uh, this is one of the strangest thing that I've encountered. Now I have to, before I go on, I want to mention something. I have developed a taste for coffee quality just like a wine specialist. Now, I'm not claiming to be a big shot like a coffee guy, but I have developed a taste for it. I can detect the different notes in different coffees, their aftertaste, their their roasting levels. Um, so, by the way, the darker the coffee in the roasting process has more antioxidant. So So in a roasting process we are talking about, if it's a darker roast, you'll have twice the amount of antioxidant which are good for your brain. All right, that's out of the way. Now, so one of my I tried so many different coffees from Amazon, from everywhere. I would ground my when I was in Chicago. I used to ground my own coffee fresh in the morning. I had a I don't know $1,000 espresso coffee machine actually. I bought it. I was so much into drinking coffee. Okay, so now don't I'm just saying there are good espresso coffee even for $100. But I'm just saying I just wanna be extravagant. At that time I had money. I did it. So okay now so I bought it from a certified suppliers. I have Chipa coffee from Mexico, then I have coffee from other suppliers in Mexico. I have Colombian coffee that was a direct dealer in America and that would import from Colombia. I have a Venezuelan coffee, I have a Puerto Rican coffee, I have Turkish coffee, I have I have coffee from different places. I have Italian coffee actually. So, all right, now, um, my favorite is the dark roast for the taste, and it would taste burn obviously, and the coffee. It's not just the coffee bean itself; it's how you brew it. Coffee bean could be perfect. You roasted it perfectly. You ground it perfectly. But if the water is too much, water content is too low, or you now for me, the distilled water creates the best taste. Period. Hands down. I would be 100% tasting the coffee, not the water. The water quality in Florida it is so bad. It is so bad. It's just beyond. It's a vomit bad. Throw up bad. It's that bad. I don't even have to drink it. If I just take a sniff of it, I feel nauseated. Okay, now that's okay. Now the distilled water, since it's stripped out of the all the trace minerals, distilled water has no so stripped out of all minerals. Now you're gonna taste the real coffee. Now the second in line, let's say distilled water is not available. I would say uh, the filtered water that is filtered by high quality, one of the most expensive version of filter number one, or well, the filter has to be clean enough. If the filter is high quality but it's 3 years old, I mean then you're gonna have a problem. So or just buy a filtered water from the which is already bottled, because if you're gonna go to Walmart and take your bottle and you're gonna use their filter, well their filter is no better than the $10 $5 filter you buy. But the bottled water itself has a better quality water according to me. But then again, there are different brands and everything. That's before a different time. All right, so either you use either use a distilled water for coffee making or use filtered water. Do your best, if you can't get to distilled water, to have a good filtered water. So I ordered a regular uh, coffee it was a Walmart brand. It's called Great Value. It's a, I don't know. It's a big container. It's a 58 ounce or 48 ounce container, and it has a coffee or whatever, ground coffee. This thing is so it's cheap. I think it's $8-9. What talk about cheap? It's not only the price is cheap, the product in that thing is also cheap. So it's a perfect match. Cheap price, it's I don't it's like, this is what I can tell you. It's like coffee that is a perfect match for Central Florida tap water. They both stink. They both have a bad taste. It's something from hell. It tastes bad, nauseating, just like Central Florida tap water. Let's put it this way. There you go. Now, I was so cheap and I'm short on money, I keep ordering that coffee because it was just cheap. It was damn cheap. I mean, if you buy you can't even buy an ounce of coffee that I was buying in Chicago. Is okay. Now it was so bad I had to throw that whole damn container in the garbage. So not only the taste was bad, I'm drinking to give me a good buzz. No buzz, taste is bad, I feel nauseating, it gives me a mild headache. I don't know what do they put in that. So alright, so I had to throw. Now I come to conclusion, okay, let's try something which is not very expensive. I took a risk. I bought this from Walmart. Now it's a Walmart brand. Now this is for $6. It's not a Dunkin' Donut, it's just a donut shop. It's not obviously a Starbucks. By the way, Starbucks coffee is one of the best in the pack. If it's Starbucks brand, it's one of the best coffee, believe it or not. Okay, so this coffee I tried. So this is 6 something, so it comes out to be $7. So, and it's how much? It's how many ounces it is? Let me see. 12 ounces. All right. So 12 ounce for $7. That was 48 ounce for $7. So you do the math. That was really cheap. Well, it was really cheap. That's for sure. What was in the container was also cheap. It was so cheap I had to throw in the garbage. Believe it or not, this coffee from that coffee is 0. That the other container is 0. From 1 to 10 it's 0. I would say this is maybe 3, which isn't bad for the price, because I have a taste of 10, my friend. The coffee you're gonna get, for everybody has a different taste. Some people like Indonesian bean. For me, Colombian dark roast. But coffee cannot be old, number 1. Number 2, that bean cannot be grounded. No, I'm the one who's gonna ground and I'm gonna get the taste out. I'm gonna make a decision. I'm gonna use espresso machine or I'm gonna just use a regular filter. Because once, if you buy a ground coffee, why you think they're spending so much money on this container or anything? To contain all the antioxidant for the taste or anything, they just are released. They just release in the air. They are oxidized actually. Oxidized and antioxidant. Anti means opposite. So they're oxidized. You lose. That's why they're spending so much money on these airtight containers and everything. But not only that, the coffee bean quality is also better. But in my case, the Colombian, that again, the bean, everybody has a different taste. For me, the Colombian bean, dark roast, as long as I have the whole bean, coffee bean, I would ground to my liking, whether to use as a coffee or maybe the espresso. That's has one of the best taste I can create. And once you run through a espresso machine, you would see a nice chocolatey foam on it. It's like a brownish foam, and it should be with espresso should be thick enough that it has also a creamy thing on the top. But the coffee, if you just even brew a coffee, that cup of coffee, it would have different notes in them. It's not sweet. When we say sweet, it doesn't. We're not talking about the sugary stuff. It's like one of the note we say in the coffee tasting. I have to have a complex taste, multiple layer taste for me to enjoy. So that Colombian coffee, once you have the Colombian coffee, you have to know how to brew it properly to create all the proper complex layer of notes and tastes. Alright my friend, this was the coffee review. This I still like better. 3 is nothing. Actually I think it's 2. But it's much better than 0. Imagine one somebody has 0 and one has $2. It's a big difference. So this is on, I would say maybe not even 3-2, because I had tasted a whole bunch. Oh, by the way, one of the best coffee I ever tasted and gave me the good best buzz was from Nicaragua. It came in a tin can. It was a special tin can. I opened and I brewed. I just could not get, me and my wife, we just finished that container I think in 2 days. We did nothing but drink that pound of coffee in 1 day. So that was, I forgot it was a tin container. I never found that. It was in a Whole Foods and it was like a special deal or introductory. But that was all gone. Alright my friends, we're gonna wrap up this video until we meet the next time.